Hi, welcome back to Mental Health Monday. I'm John Cothran, founder of Work It Out Counseling. Our videos are not intended to replace a therapeutic relationship with a counselor. I have a question for you today. Is there a benefit to hardship and suffering? I know, it's a little bit of a hard question to think about, and our default answer would be no. Let's unpack this concept a little though. We are all a little envious of the big screen stars or celebrities who seem to have it all now. We see them as they are today, not what it took to get there. We also see those who have overcome adversity and excelled in such a way it seems like a miracle. Maybe in some ways it is. I believe we all have that ability to overcome, rise above the circumstances, and do better. Far too often we have many excuses. In the Army, we used to joke about having a list of excuses, numbered out so it wouldn't need to be explained. Just call in and say, excuse number 30. Of course, that was directed towards the soldiers who were consistently late or seemed were attempting to get out of some work. This is where hindsight can be a great teacher. Looking back and seeing where we have been, contrasting it with where we are. If we grew up poor but are now doing better. If we have filed bankruptcy and are now in a better financial situation. If we have lost a job and now have a better one, or maybe even started our own business. If we have been injured and recovered, or maybe the only recovery is a more positive outlook at life and have become an inspiration to those around us. Maybe our attitude and mindset have alienated loved ones or friends from our life, and we have made changes that brought in new friends and reconciled with our loved ones. Maybe a divorce or death set us back, and now people are wondering how in the world we are not just a puddle of sadness. I personally had to reinvent myself at 46 years old. It wasn't easy. I had to get a master's degree that took 2.5 years and graduated at 49 years old to become a licensed counselor. When we are motivated to do better, we rise and become more creative than we could ever imagine. Not to mention becoming more resilient. Did I mention during the 2.5 years I was working full-time, going to school, and for the last year doing an unpaid internship of at least 20 hours a week, all while maintaining my family. Needless to say, it was an exhausting time and would not have been accomplished without my family's support. No matter where we are in our journey, it's our journey, and there will be bumps along the way, and at the time may seem overwhelming. Yet, if we look back at where we were, how far we have come, we can see better where we're going. Hardships are beneficial for us to grow and get stronger. We didn't give up on walking or learning to ride a bicycle when we fell down many times. Challenging ourselves voluntarily now will pay off later. Ancient philosophers believed we should voluntarily practice poverty from time to time to desensitize ourselves from the misfortunes life is going to eventually confront us with. Face it, we've all had them, right? We tend to avoid any suffering, and at times, as a parent, we do our children a disservice by making things a little too easy. And when the really hard times hit, the problem is much harder to deal with. My wife and I watched a movie called Greater about a football player named Brandon Burlsworth. What an impact his 22 years had on this earth had made. In one scene, the high school football coach made this statement: you sow a thought, you reap an action. You sow an action, you reap a habit. You sow a habit, you reap a character. You sow a character, you reap a destiny. One day, our tombstone will have a dash between two dates. What we do during that dash is our legacy. My encouragement for us all today is to do the hard work on ourselves so our destiny is productive and we create a legacy that will impact others after we are gone. If you like what you have heard, visit us online at www.wiomhc.com or find us on Facebook at Work It Out Counseling and on Instagram at WIOMHC. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and catch up on previous episodes. The link is in the video description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.